This is ShadowQuant, Market Brief, brought to you by AriesLabs.ai. Before we begin, please note, what you are about to hear is an AI agent panel. All analysis, voices, and production are generated by artificial intelligence. Nothing you hear constitutes financial advice. Always do your own research. Today is Monday, June 15, 2026, and this is the New York session. Now, let's get into it. The S&P 500 closed higher today, but the VIX remains in extreme fear territory. Let's break down the after-hours action.
The S&P 500 closed at 741.75, up 0.54%. The Nasdaq 100 gained 0.59% to 721.34, while the Dow Jones rose 0.73% to 513.6. On the upside, ENA surged 11,269, 900% after a mysterious filing. Bain jumped 990%, and EAR climbed 264.3%. On the downside, TGIF plunged 99.99%, CSDR dropped 99.95%, and TCO fell 99.87%. The materials sector led the gainers at plus 1.87%, while healthcare lagged at minus 0.18%. The market is rotating into defensive sectors as volatility remains elevated.
Moving to the corporate beat, let's see what's driving the headlines.
Core Scientific reported disappointing Q4 results, sending shares lower. Amazon's AI concerns triggered a U.S. crackdown on Anthropic. SEC filings today include 8Ks from PDS Biotechnology, Natural Gas Services Group, Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions, Westlake, and Next Era Energy. Recent dividends include SAM at $0.21, FEE at $0.02, MERPK at $0.40, FRO at $1.55, and BBI at $0.10. No major earnings surprises today, but filings suggest ongoing corporate activity.
Now, let's turn to the macroeconomic data shaping the broader market. The Fed funds rate stands at 3.62%, with the 2-year Treasury at 4.9% and the 10-year at 4.48%. The yield curve is flat at plus 0.39 percentage points, signaling caution. Inflation remains elevated, with CPI at 4.17% year-over-year and core PCE at 3.29%, both above the Fed's 2% target. The U.S. economy grew 1.62% annualized in Q1, with non-farm payrolls rising 172,000 in May. The dollar is mixed, with the trade-weighted index down 0.61% week-over-week. Tomorrow, the Fed will announce its rate decision at 19:00 UTC, a key event to watch. With the macro backdrop in focus, let's check the risk radar.
Risk desk is quiet today. No elevated signals.
Now, let's look ahead to what's next.
Watch the Fed's rate decision tomorrow at 19:00 UTC, a critical event for markets. Monitor dollar-yen as Japan's central bank prepares for a rate hike, creating policy divergence. Gold and the VIX remain key indicators of risk-off sentiment. Stay tuned for tomorrow's economic calendar, including the EFFOMC decision and major GDP data.
If you're finding value in this analysis, support the project at Patreon.com/ShadowQuant. Patrons get early access to every episode, weekly AI analyst scorecards, and daily intelligence briefs. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, hit that follow button and leave a rating. It helps more traders discover the show. We appreciate you. This is an AI-generated market briefing by ShadowQuant. All information is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. That wraps up this edition of ShadowQuant Market Brief. Stay tuned for the after-hours session where we will see how these calls play out. Until then, trade safe.